I'll tell you who pulled it back for Hyderabad, and it's the guy who put his finger on his lips. Yes, same guy. Captain, he's done it. He is our Omnigel Spray Performer of the day. He ensured there was no pain for fans of Hyderabad, because you look at this 4 for 34 and 2 wickets, and you may ask saying, what's the fuss about? Why is he the performer of the day? He's gone at 8.5 and over and just got 2 wickets. Well, I'll tell you why. It's because of the context within those numbers. Overs, his third and fourth overs being the 16th and the 19th, have gone for 3 and 7, and that's what's pulled it back and got the 2 wickets.
Yeah, yes. But also, even if you sort of turned up and haven't seen the game and you see the analysis of the bowlers and you see his that's 2 for and is going at 8.5.
Same as Natarajan's. Again, who's gone at same, yeah.
Correct. But right. 2 bowlers in one side that have gone at 8.5 in a game that's got 401 runs.
Yeah.
It tells you, if you're below what's the required rate and you're 1.5 runs below what's the required rate, you're doing pretty well at that, right? And therefore, when we go back over by over, we're bound to find somewhere where he's done really well. And that's where those 2 overs come in at the time that they come in. Yeah. Because here's a side cruising along to get to 200. Well, to get to 202, as the case was, but couldn't because of this performance.
Yeah, that over, and fair enough, when he comes to bowl at the 16th over, Harsha, fair to say, I think almost everybody watching the game had just thought it's a foregone conclusion. That's it, it's a Rajasthan win.
9 and over, you've got Hetmeyer batting. Riyan Parag's batting is 75-80, batting is batting beautifully.
Yeah.
You're telling yourself, even if I concede 8-9, it's still par. We're still around. 3 runs and a wicket, suddenly 42-24. Just close your eyes and think 42-24 and you think, oops, the bowling side's got a chance. And I think they started to believe maybe after that over. Because up till then, the only thing that Royals had done wrong was not to bring the asking rate down. What they did right was not to get the asking rate up. They just kept going throughout. At all times, the asking rate was around 10 and over.
Fair.
Never went to 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, fair enough. But also bear in mind that they had a first over where they lost Joss Butler and Sanju Samson. Now, that's the kind of trauma that you could take a week to recover from. They only took 2 overs to recover from that. And then, got a bit of Pat Cummins as well. Did Jaiswal. I think Pat Cummins would have said, man, that Jaiswal catch, I could have caught it. But if you have to come back into the game and do something for your team, that's what you want to do, Harsha.
Yeah, and just, yes, did you say Harsha? Okay.
That's fine. I agreed with him, but you can say what you want to say.
I was going to say my
You
name.
may speak.
I was going to say my name's not Harsha. I'm speaking at the wrong
You
time.
may speak, Pommie.
Thank you very much.
I grant you permission.
I'm just imagining my grandmother in a 9-yard sari trying to call me Omnigel Mbangwa.
There you go. Okay. Pat Cummins, when he comes back, is thinking, how do I get these out?
Yeah.
Because the game, as you say, is well and truly won. It's just last rites being read. However, as is the case with all sort of champion mindsets, and these teams, all these 10 teams, have these players within them that are there for situations like that, where they go, okay, what can I do here to shift this game towards us? And when Pat Cummins comes into the attack, he's not coming in because they're going to prevent some runs and try and have more runs to get at the back end and all of that. He's just trying to come and get a wicket.
Yeah.
And he does it, not once, but twice. And so when he does that, hey, it just shows us once again, one, that you want bowlers. When it gets tight, it's the bowlers you want to try and win it for you. But also, the second thing is that a single ball, a single over, is a humongous event in the course of a game, no matter which direction the game is going. So as you go along, you've got to try and stay in the game, number one, and number two, stay with the belief that actually there's something I can do on this ball, in this over, that can shift this game. And this is why they end up on the winning side.
Love that the captain took the 19th over, because we always say in a tight chase like that, the 19th is really important, the penultimate over.
Sometimes Pat Cummins has been criticised for bowling himself out at 16 or 17 in this tournament.
Yeah, and not bowling in the power play. Yeah.
and
Just
not-
saying that you're giving yourself slightly easier overs.
Yeah, you're finishing off
Fair.
by 16, 17, so that someone else is bowling 18, 19, 20. People have been critical of him for that. But I just think bowling 16, 19, two tough overs to bowl, especially that 19th. And over the years, in the last 2 or 3 years especially, this ball that he digs into the turf and bowls, he's become better and better and better. And then he mixed that up with a wide Yorker, if you remember.
Yeah.
So he's got someone who hits a hard ball, hitting thin air 3 times in an over.
Seriously.
And then Ashwin goes up and has a chat with him after the 5th. And Ashwin has got the coolest one, just knocks a single and said, mate, you're the big hitter.
Yeah.
But that over was fantastic, just taking till that last ball 6, it was a dream over.
It was fantastic, and that's why Pat Cummins, the Hyderabad captain, Omnigel Spray Performer of the day, he ensured that there was no pain for the Hyderabad fans.